My name is David Vitale, Director of Bands here at North Royalton High School, and I'd like to welcome you all to our annual Parent Preview Night here concluding band camp at North Royalton High School. Parent Preview Night kind of originated just as parents bringing up lawn chairs on the very last day of band camp just so we could share what we've been working on, and now we get to use this awesome facility. We get to do this up here at the stadium, and we're going to show you everything that we've been working on, and these kids have been working hard the last 3 weeks getting ready for our upcoming performances. All right, band is going to now break and go to block band on the field. Band head to warm up basics block. While the band's doing that, there's a few important people I'd like to introduce before we get started. We have our assistant directors, Mr. Burdick and Mr. Neri, who are running around right now putting everything together. Can we have a round of applause for our assistant directors? We are very pleased to have Mike Atkinson on staff as a music and visual tech. Mike is a graduate from North Royalton, field commander, music ed major, band director, and we're so super glad that he's going to be here. He was here last year helping us out, a wonderful addition to our band staff. We have Karen Colabianchi, our Royalette instructor. Melissa Dombrowski, Royal Air instructor, who couldn't be with us tonight. And then we also have Emily Sion, our Royal Air assistant. These guys have been working hard along with the kids, and we really appreciate our staff working with the kids, getting everything ready for band camp. We're going to share with you everything we've been working on. So right now this is called our basics block. We're going to go through our daily warm-up, and this is where we get to work on all of our skills, isolate those skills, and then we'll put them together for use in our drills, in our music, etc. So we're going to start with our forward-backward march. Everyone band left face. We don't have to reset. Here we go. Forward, backward march, B-flat scale.
Let's see how he manages.
Next, we're going to do our traverse drill. We'll do just 8 plus 1. Hit, hit, 8 plus 1. Hit. And so by having them freeze together, that allows us as staff to make corrections, fix horn angles, feet, all these kind of stuff. One of the core principles we were telling them is in the world of marching band, we want everyone looking exactly the same. So we do these drills to do that. Reset your feet, 8 plus 1. Hip, hip, 8 plus 1. And check your horn angle. Reset it. Hold drill. Hip, hip, hold, drill, and up. One of the Traverse right drill. Hip, hip, 8 plus 1, and check your file. Reset it. 8 plus 1. Hip, hip, 8 plus 1, and again, by pausing, this allows staff to make corrections, fix different things, so that everyone looks exactly the same. Reset. Hold drill. Hip, hip, hold, drill, and up. Our Traverse drills. Box drill next. This drill is designed to help our maneuverability as we're preparing for our contest show, different direction changes, and we have to go in all different directions in our competition show. So this drill is designed to work on that skill. Here we go, drill only, tap it off. Play and march. Tap it off. It's our box drill. as we're doing these drills and as we're performing tonight, I want to make mention of this is probably the only time all season you are going to see the band perform without hats. So if you want a picture, if you want a videotape, tonight would be a great night to do that, because when they're all in uniform and they have their hats on, and then parents say, Mr. Vitale, they all look the same. I can't tell which one is my son or daughter. For me as a band director, I'm like, yes, we all want them to look exactly the same. So that's a compliment when you tell me I can't tell which one is mine. But tonight, we're performing without hats, so feel free to videotape, take pictures, because we're performing all without hats. We're going to do our next music drill. We're going to work on some music skills that directly apply into our shows. We'll do forte piano crescendo drill. Release on 9. Hit. Hit. Release on count 9. Release on 13. Hit. Hit. Release on 13. Plateau drill, release on 9. Hit. Hit. Plateau drill, release on 9. Plateau drill, release on 13. Hit. Hit. Plateau drill, release 13. And that's some of our music warm-up drills. Next, I'd like to feature a few subgroups of our band. The wind and the brass, you're going to head over to the end zone and line up for pregame. We'll have the battery arc up behind the pit. Let's have the Royalers make a block over here on side A. The three groups, the Royalettes, the Royalers, and the percussion, they have been working all summer. Band, we got here on August 1st, and we've been working really hard since August 1st. But the Royalettes have had their camp working on their routines. Royalers have been working all summer, and so has the percussion. So I want to acknowledge these three groups. Royalettes don't have a choreographed routine for our warm-ups, but I did want to make mention of all the hard work that the Royalettes did during their summer camp. Okay, direct your attention right here to the side A40. Here we have our percussion section. We have what's called our battery and our pit. They're going to demonstrate some of their warm-ups now. For our percussion section. All right, battery heading back to join the band. We'll direct your attention over here to the side A, and we're going to have our Royal Air Color Guard demonstrate some of their basics.
Yeah, you can't see over that thing.
Round of applause for Royalton Color Guard. As the Royalers are heading back to the end zone, the band's going to play Stadium Jam 1 right where they're standing. Field commander's going to move on field level. Here we go. Let's hear Stadium Jam 1. 1, 2, Stadium Jam 1. Next up, we're going to go through our pregame, but before we do that, at this night, I always like sharing an article that was printed about the do's and don'ts of being a band fan. And now that we are including and we're welcoming all these new band families, if you're a parent of a freshman, would you stand right now? Can we have a round of applause for all the new parents that are joining our band family?
We're not new, but
You are in for an exciting time. Welcome. And some of the comments from this article are worth mentioning over and over. And a couple of the things I like to repeat. First of all, get to the games early so you can see pregame. Pregame is always before kickoff. It's about 6:50. Wear purple so that we can see you in the stands. Your student can see you in the stands. It's super exciting when North Royalton fans show up and it's just a sea of purple in the grandstands. It means a lot to the kids when they see that sea of purple out there. When we're in the bandstands, do not head over to your student and hand them a Gatorade bottle or hand them a hot dog because they're not allowed to take it, okay? So our field crew and our pit crew do a great job of keeping them hydrated during the game, keeping them set, but they're not allowed to take food or drink, so buy them food or drink because they will not be allowed to accept it from you, okay? Also, during performances, you can wave at your student, you can cheer at your student, but they are not going to wave back if they're not allowed, okay? They're waving on the inside, okay? They're smiling on the inside, but just know they're not allowed to wave back, all right? Everyone looks exactly the same. Support the football team, support the cheerleaders, support the visiting band, cheer for everyone. Everybody's out here working really hard. Everybody is out here working hard in August, so make sure that we support everything that's happening Friday night. If your student comes to visit you during the third quarter, probably because they need money, make sure you send them on their way so they can be back in the bandstands by the time the clock hits 0, okay? Because that's very important. We talked about that earlier. They know they have to be back in the bandstands by the end of the third quarter, okay? Don't leave to get your concessions until both bands have performed. Whether we're the home band or the visiting band, stay and watch and for both bands, and then after that you can visit the concession stand, but make sure you support both of the bands at halftime. Band contests are usually pretty crowded, so you're going to want to get there ahead of time if you want a good seat. And if you haven't been to a band contest before, the seats fill up very quickly along the 50-yard line. Also, do not call, shout out, use noisemakers, air horns during a band's performance. We want the focus on the kids and all the hard work that the kids are doing, so we don't want to do anything that would distract from that. So whereas maybe air horns might be something at an athletic event, but when these guys are performing, leave the noisemakers at home because we want to make sure the spotlight's on them. Okay? And that's just a couple things I always like repeating, especially because as we start the season, we want to make sure that we're supporting all the hard work that the kids are doing. All right, band is in the end zone. Left face. Moving to pregame. So for the next part of our evening, we're going to show you a behind-the-scenes sneak of how we put our performances together and how we teach it to the kids. So we'll show you layer by layer how we put that together. So this first performance is going to be our pregame performance. So the first thing we do is we would do the drill on the counts only, and then we layer up from that. So here's what it would look like on the counts. One. On the counts, hit, hit, 8 sets of 8 and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 2, 3, 4. Freeze right on your dot. Face back field. Set up the to the rear. Right foot in front, freeze on the pivot. Hit, hit, to the rear, and step. Reset it. To the rear plus 16 to the NR. Hit, hit, to the rear plus 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hit the NR. Check it. Sets of 8 to block band. Hit, hit. 8 sets of 8 and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5, 2, 3, and high mark time when you get there. 6, 2, 3, and high mark time when you get there. 7, 2, 3, 4, high mark time when you get there. 8, 2, 3, 4, freeze right in block band. Check it. All right, band, off the field for pregame. You march, you play. After we do it on the counts, then we'll layer in playing it with the cadence, playing it in with a fight song, and we can add the music element.
For the fight song, you can have 2 and 4.
Okay, just go lay down.
Just so you don't climb up on me.
I clapped the whole song. I don't care.
All the way through, you march and play. Hey.
and remain standing for our national anthem. From here, we move from the block and we go make our tunnel, and we have a special drill to make sure that we have straight lines as we move down to the tunnel. Alumni love this drill. In fact, alumni, raise your hand out here. Let's have a round of applause for all our band alumni that are here tonight. We're glad that you're joining us. We love this drill. Freeze on one. Check the morning. Foot on the ground, toe in the air, reset it. Freeze on three. Check your line. Freeze on five. Ground, toe in the air. And again, by having the students freeze on each count, it allows us to make corrections, rank, file, horn angle, all those things that adjudicators are looking for. Reset it, freeze on seven. Check your horn angle. Reset it. 6/8 downfield, turn to the tunnel. Roll-off fight song. applause for our pregame show. The band is now going to head to their dot one of the football show. And while the band is moving to dot one of the football show, there's a couple people I'd like to bring forward to speak to you now. I'd like to bring Kevin Sexton, our current band booster president, forward, along with Dr. John Kelly, who wants to speak to the entire audience, all boosters, parents, and especially the new families that just joined. Round of applause for Kevin Sexton.
Well, good evening, everyone. I am Kevin Sexton. I am the band booster president for the school year of 2022 to 2023. And on behalf of the rest of the board and all of the amazing committee chairs, we welcome all of the freshman families to your very first parent preview night. And we welcome all those senior parents who are at the first official last event of senior year of your high school career. No crying, Tammy. So this is a fantastic night. It is made because of all the generosity of both treasure and time from people before you and people sitting around you. So we do ask everybody, the Band Boosters is at its heart the support organization that helps make all the spectacular things that our kids get to do happen. We do it through our support of the pit crew, helping to bring the instruments out for the pit, with the pit. We have chaperones. We have the uniform folks who spend hours and hours and weeks getting all the uniforms ready and then passing them out and then keeping them up to date throughout the year. We sell all the wonderful things at the concession stand. We have 50-50 raffle. We do the air show. We need your help. We know we ask everybody to sign up for 5 things. Well, we have a little smaller band family this year, so we are asking people, please sign up for more. For those who don't know the scale of what it takes to run this band, to replace all the band uniforms, which we'll need to do in a couple of years, you can buy, for it with cash, you could buy the median home in North Royalton and spend less than we will spend to outfit the band in a couple of years. You could buy a Camry, fully loaded, and pay MSRP and spend less than we will spend getting music and silks, which are the flags, and the costumes and all the other things for just the contest show during marching season. You could fly to Paris and back, first class, and spend less than we spend repairing school-owned instruments throughout the year. It takes a lot to make it happen, and we do that through all the volunteering as well as all the fundraising that we do. So please make sure you sign up, you step up, and you show up, so we can continue to have the best band program in Northeast Ohio, if not the entire state. Now, a couple quick announcements and then I will be done. You'll notice, if you haven't already checked it out, we've got the ice cream social over here by the concession stands. If you bought tickets for the ice cream social and haven't gotten your ice cream yet, make sure you do that after the band performs. If you haven't picked up your tickets yet and you bought them for your kids, make sure you do that beforehand, because it's going to be a mad crush of kids at the end of once they're released from their show. We also have Band Boosters membership. We have the QR code to sign up over there. We have Spirit Wear. Tonight is the last night to order Spirit Wear before our winter sale, which won't happen for months. So if you want purple in the cool band purple stuff, you need to do that tonight if you haven't done it yet. We also have photo buttons. If you haven't worn a button with your kid on it, it is the coolest thing to show that you are proud of your kid. So if you aren't proud of your kid, then don't buy a button. But if you are, head over to that table and get a button, or buy 3, because they're 3, you get a $1 discount. It's really cool. So please make sure you sign up for the volunteer things, you show up for the volunteer things. Please make sure you participate in every fundraiser, because that's how we make sure that our kids continue to have the spectacular experience that those before them have had, and we hope they all will have this year. So with that, I need to check my, I can't see my Royalette daughter, who told me I had to be brief, but I'm not allowed to say her name, so I won't say her name, but hopefully I have been brief. She's gonna kill me. And with that, I'm gonna turn it over to Dr. John Kelly.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. I bring you greetings from the Band Booster Alumni section. As you heard, my name's John Kelly. I'm a current member of the school board, but more importantly than that, I'm a 23-year member of Band Boosters, 6-time Band Booster president. I got hooked on band when I came to see the sophomore son of a neighbor walk on the field for the first time as the field commander. And today, I got to sit at convocation and watch David Vitale receive his 20-year pin for service to North Royalton. So I've been hooked since 1996. It's been my great fortune to chaperone and travel with this band to Louisiana, to Florida, to Indiana, to California, and I can tell you, there are people in Northeast Ohio probably could not find North Royalton on a map, but there are also people in Indiana and New York, the Carolinas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and California that if you say North Royalton, they're going to say great high school band because they've seen them. They've seen them. That's the tradition of excellence that is on my shirt, and that's what your students have been learning about as they're getting ready for this season. That's the commitment they've made. You're seeing tonight, and this is wonderful that David does this, you're seeing the behind-the-scenes look at what they've been doing for the last 3 weeks and the kind of energy and time and commitment it takes from them to make this happen. But that's not everything. There's your part. 23 years ago, when I started in boosters, I was told that I'd been given a legacy. That current group of boosters has been given a legacy, and I'm passing it officially on to you. The legacy of Band Boosters is now yours. I have been a part of this booster group. We raised the $325,000 to buy uniforms in 2008 and 2009. We raised $400,000 to cut down the cost of our students to go to California and to send them on a chartered airplane. Things that if you'd asked me at the time, I'd have told you, you're nuts. We'll never do it. But Band Boosters did it. Band Boosters came up with the $85,000 for Barney when the 20-year-old school bus caught on fire on the way to a game at Highland. Band Boosters did that. That's the tradition that is now yours to maintain. And that's the energy that you need to do to keep them getting the support that they deserve. So what can you do? You've heard from Kevin, and he said it very well. Number one, there is absolutely no reason why we don't have 100% membership in Band Boosters. Every single person here should be a member of Band Boosters at a level that is comfortable for your family. And grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncle and older alumnus, you can join too. It's okay. You know, you can join too. That alone is a start, but that's a start. You need to participate. I'll make you this promise, and I've been doing this, I don't even know how many times I've been coming here, 15, 16 years. I've made this promise every time, and it's never been broken. I guarantee you, you will not find a better group to get involved with than this group. You will make friends that you will have for the rest of your lives and be with for many years to come from this group. I sit up in section 4, row P, seats 1 and 2, with people that I've known for 20 years from band. And we're here every home game. The same is there for you. Keep the tradition going and keep the support for your students who absolutely deserve it going. Some advice especially for freshman parents. Go to everything. Don't be too busy. Don't be too busy, because as my kids say to me, no backsies. If you miss a contest show, you can't go back and see it again. And I can tell you from personal experience, it changes when it's not your flesh and blood out there anymore. It's still fun, and I still really enjoy it, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. So you want to be at everything when your kids or your grandkids or your nieces and nephews are out there. That's the time that you want to be there. You can always come back, and you're always welcome to come back. But you want to be at everything when your blood is out there doing it. Don't miss a thing. Come early, stay late. The North Royalton Band Boosters have a lot of traditions. One of our traditions is that we support all students involved in instrumental music. We support everybody, but we enthusiastically support this group. And we want to make sure that they know it. One of the biggest traditions we have is that we need to make sure that our band knows we're here and that our band knows we support them. So we have a thing we call the Royalton cheer that we do. And we're gonna work on it tonight. We're gonna preview the Royalton cheer, and there's your judges, right out here. Now it may have changed a little bit since the years I did it, but I'm gonna do it the way I did it years ago. And that starts with a question. The question is, hey North Royalton, are you here?
Yeah!
Okay, time out. Did you guys hear anything? I heard like a little peep, but I heard this little guy over here in the first row talking to his mother at the same time. Okay, let's set the scene. This band will have worked for weeks on a contest show. And they're probably a little bit nervous, but nervous is good because you perform better when you're a little nervous. They're going to be all the way on the other side of the field, lined up, getting ready to come out. So if you're not yelling at the top of your lungs, they're not going to know you're here. So we want them to be absolutely certain that they hear that we are in the stands. So we're going to try this again. Hey North Royalton, are you here? Much better. Then give me an R. Give me an O. Give me a Y. Give me an A. Give me an L. Give me a T. Give me an O. Give me an N. What's that spell? Not good enough. Louder. One more time so they hear you. Well done. Every contest. Thank you for letting me come back and talk to you. Have a wonderful year. I expect to see a huge line at membership when we're leaving. Remember, the only acceptable number is 100%. So let's hit it. Have a great season. We'll see you at Westlake tomorrow night.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Kevin. All right. Want to direct your attention to the students here on the field. Looks like the band is ready. The next part of our evening is what's called our football show. We perform at halftime for the first half of the season at our football games. And so we're going, just like pregame, we're going to kind of give you a behind-the-scenes sneak peek of how we go about learning that show and what layers and what steps. Okay? We're going to go dot 1 to dot 2 on the counts. Hit on the counts and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rock back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and horn to the box. Check that too. So we have different points. Just like in our warm-up drills, we'll have them freeze, check, we can make corrections. So we would do drill only. The next thing we'll do is we would just do music only. And I think Mr. Nary's back there with the metronome. Everyone, play, but don't move. This is dot 1 to dot 2. Play, but don't move. 8 and you're in. battery pit and sousaphones, who are kind of like our core glue that keep everything together. We'll have them play, and then we'll just focus on the drill. Here we go. Battery pit Sus is going to play. This is dot 1 to dot 2. 8, and you're in. Left. Rock back. 8. To the box. Up. Run it back to dot 1. And then the last step in our process is putting the drill with the music, and we do it in small segments. Here we go. Dot 1 to dot 2. March and play. To 6. On the counts. Starts with 1 to the box. On the counts. Hit. Hit. To the box. Up. Freeze. 2, 3, 4. Step off. 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3. Setting up the follow leader. And 4, 2, 3. And follow the leader. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 2, 3, and follow the leader, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 2, 3. The next one is 16. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. The next one is 16. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and freeze on your dot. Check your diagonal. Now, as we're layering this in, we're teaching the kids, so when we go to a band contest, that press box is filled with 12 different judges, and each one has its own microphone, and each one is looking at different aspects of our band. One judge might just be looking at percussion. One judge might just be looking at our feet. One judge might be just listening to music, and so this helps us learn the skills as we're getting ready to put a product in front of a judging panel. Here we go, music only, stand right here. This is dot 2 to 6, music only. 8, and you're in. Back to 2. Battery pit Suses are going to play. So again, we'll isolate, drill, and then music, and then we'll gradually put it together. And all of the concepts that we're using in our football show transfer directly pregame, contest show, how the visual phrase matches with the musical phrase, all that stuff. Here we go, 2 to 6, Battery pit Suses are playing. 8, and you're in. To the box. Step off left. play from 2 to 6. As you're seeing the show for the first time, it's neat because you get to see our behind-the-scenes strategy, but it also gives you a chance to look at all the elements, okay? There's a lot happening out there. You can see what the percussion's doing, what the Royalettes are doing, what the color guard's doing, what the band proper, there's so much, and it's a compliment when parents say, Mr. Vitale, I look out there and there's so much happening. So it's neat. Come to every football game, come to every contest, because like John Kelly said, you're going to notice things the second viewing you never caught the first time. You're going to notice a change that we made that maybe we didn't have the first week, and you kind of see the show evolve a little bit. Here we go, march and play. This is dot 2 to 6. Last segment, this is 6 to 12. Starts with hold 16. Hit, hit, on the counts, hold 16. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 2, 3, 4. Next one is 16. Hit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Setting up the pinwheel. 1, 2, 3, and pinwheel maneuver. Hit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 16. Hit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders facing front. 1, 2, 3, 4. High mark. Time for 8 and mark. 2, 3, 4, 5, and collapse the lines. And 1, 2, 3, 4. High mark. Time 4. Mark, mark. Take off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 4 counts. 1, 2, and mark time. Up. Mark. 2, 3, 4, 5, and horn to the box. Check it. Stand right here. Music only. Play from 6 to 12. Music only. Will play from 6 to 12. And so some of the musical things that we're working on in our football show opener, by the way, if you didn't recognize it, In the Stone, classic rock tune, In the Stone. And some of those things that we're working on, like we said, directly apply as we build our skills towards performing in front of a judging panel. Dot 6. Battery Pitsu's are going to play 8 in your pin. step off left. Setting up the pinwheel. Hit. Mark time 8, mark. Collapse the lines left. Mark 4. Left. Now that we've shown you our different rehearsal segments, our different techniques, we're going to put it all together for you now so you can see the final product. Everyone's going back to dot 1. You march and you play all the way through dot 1 through 12. And we'll put all the layers together so you can see the final product. We are still using our Dr. Beat. All the alumni are very fond of Dr. Beat that Mr. Neri is working back there. We're still using it for tonight. When you hear us at Westlake, we will not have Dr. Beat, but that metronome helps keep our feet in time, it keeps our drum in time, everything in time, so we're still using our metronome. Here we go. We're going to play and march all the way through. 8 and you're in. Football tunes, we stand and we take the moment to feature our Royalettes and our Royalaires while we stand in this concert formation. Our next football show tune up is Let's Groove. Our next tune is Evil Ways. Our next tune up is Kings and Queens. One more tune. This is our last football tune for this evening, and we're going to close with Levitating. 50 at the end of halftime. We got 4 tweets. Close to the 50. Closing announcements. First of all, thank you for being here tonight. This is such an awesome night celebrating all the work that these guys have done. And let me tell you, these guys have been working hard the last 3 weeks, getting everything ready from basics to contest to dots to learning how to read drill charts. There's a lot that we have done out there in the sun, and these kids have been sweating and these kids have been working hard. So we're really looking forward to tomorrow's performance under the lights. We hope you're there at Westlake as well. A couple other things. Again, be at everything. This is going to go by fast, okay? I say this to not only freshman families, it's going to go by in a blink, but I say this every year to senior families, this season's going to zoom.
Yeah.
You're going to blink, and then you're going to be down there getting your picture taken at senior night, and then it's going to be the end. It's going to go by fast. So make sure that you enjoy it and savor it, and you're at everything. When we're done here, it's ice cream social. If you ordered ice cream, we have that over here as in addition to booster membership is over there as well. The online Spirit store for all Spirit wear, that online store closes at 11:59 tonight. So you're not too late. Get online, order that Spirit wear before that closes at 11:59, and you can get your Spirit wear in with that order. Want to thank everyone for coming. Appreciate everything. Let's have one more round of applause for this year's Royalton High School Marching. Those students that order ice cream over there, and again, just make sure all the instruments make it back down to the band room. Great job, kids. 10, 10, 1. Dismissed.